Hello, race fans. Welcome back to the NASCAR Vernors Cup Series. Today is the 16th race of the season. It's Father's Day. And there's no better place in my mind for the series to celebrate it than at this track. The Michigan International Speedway. Today's race, the Hinckley Bakery 400. 42 cars will once again take to the starting grid. Not those that are showing up, because I don't think the 12 would be that slow. And ooh, wait a second. Oh, this is not the running order of the real life. Oh, it's probably the running order of the spring race. It's from the 2008, even though this is the fall race. What am I saying? What I'm trying to say is we should take a look at our starting lineup for today's race. And of course, the points leader, Joe Biden, is going to be starting on the front row because why wouldn't he? But Bela Fleck, who's had a very interesting season, will get his second pole of the year. And starting alongside of them, right behind them, will be Brendan Gaughan, 5th in points, and Hut Strickland, who still never won. He's 15th. He's looking for that elusive first win. Crow T Robot won last weekend on fuel mileage. It was interesting. He won the Snapple Northern 500. He's 2nd in points, only 26 behind Biden, so this is getting spicy. Morgan Freeman won the night race here last year, so he's the last driver to win the last time we came out. Then Telly Savalas and Peter Perfect as the pair of Dodges will show up. Yes, the car with some Melling sponsorship will start good. Does Gaughan have Melling? Yes, he does. It's basically a home race for Melling sponsor. Rounding out the top 10 will be Casper the Friendly Ghost and Rick Scott. Two drivers in Toyotas that have rough seasons, but hey, all the Toyotas are starting in the top 10. That's surprising. Right? I think it's pretty surprising. What else is surprising is not a single Rush Fender Racing driver started in the top 10. There usually is one. Geddy Lee is going to be the highest. He'll start 11th. Harrison Ford, defending champion. He's the next highest, starting 12th. And two drivers who have won here. Donald Fagen won the fall race 2 years ago, and David Dayton won the Melling race last year. Walter White will line up next to Count Dracula, and then Hank Hill's in the field. He'll be next to Tom Jones. And Woody Harrelson will round out the top 20 with Alfred Hitchcock. Woody Woodpecker's in the field. He'll start next to Kathy Bates, who won this race 2 years ago. The only other driver in the field who has won a cup race at Michigan. Seeing as Mark Martin, who won this race last year, didn't attempt, and a two-time winner at this track, Carl Edwards, DNQ'd. Look who actually qualified, though. Grover Cleveland. Only a 6th start of the year, but he has 4 top 5s. Then James Bond will be alongside of him. Denzel Washington next to Iggy Kupo brings out the Wrigley's Juicy Fruit colors finally. Then Bob Ross and Tom Hanks, 2 championship threats from last year. Rounding out the top 30, Ian Anderson and John Cena. Al Roker and Marco Polo are starting in the back. Towards the back, so is Brian Wilson and Jeff Lynne. And Richard Simmons and Stephen George as we go trackside for the most famous words in all of motorsports.
Drivers, start your engines!
Go farther back, we see Danky Kaminari actually makes another start, and the Alpha will start, believe that is 38th, alongside Chick Corea. Billy Mays and Jerry Springer will start in the 20th row, and the final row will be where Al Capone, who was he nearly? No, it was a different race he nearly. Al Capone and Snoop Dogg. Wow, I felt the surround sound. Interesting race yesterday. It was overcast. I mean, it still looks kind of overcast today, but it's partly cloudy. 83 degrees Fahrenheit, winds 7-8 miles an hour, blowing to the northeast, which is about the direction you're facing mid-turn 2, because the backstretch is more of a northwest direction. Meanwhile, the field heading through turns 3 and 4. Getting ready for racing here at the Irish Hills. Logan Cloud is on hand, team owner of the 62. Fortunately, his other car did not make the race. It's down from 3 cars in the field last weekend, but it'll be Bela Fleck and Joe Biden leading us down as we're green flag at the Michigan International Speedway for the Hinckley Bakery 400. Alrighty, Morgan Freeman diving 3 wide for 3rd place. Going into turn 1 and 2. It looks like Gone might be the one in the sucker hole as Hut Strickland trying to get a run on the high side. Bela Fleck is about a car length of space between him and Joe Biden, but that is changing as Biden right to the inside. Will Bela Fleck be a victim of not leading at all despite taking the pole? We'll see. It looks like Joe Biden, yes, he will score points. He will lead that lap. Cars fanning 3 wide. You can run 3 wide. Hell, there's like 3, 4, 5 grooves. Or at least 3 grooves. It's a very wide track. You can run almost anywhere. Look at this Hut Strickland going for second on Joe Biden as Bela Fleck got the lead again. That he technically never had in the first place, but he'll get it now at the line. Bela Fleck will lead as Joe Biden goes to the inside in turn 1. Gone going underneath Hut Strickland. Hut was leading this race, not this race, the night race last year. Caution came out. There was lightning. They thought they might just end the race there. It was raining. They decided to wait it out, and Morgan Freeman ended up winning instead. Bela Fleck cracking the 38 barrier. So does Casper the Friendly Ghost. These guys scream into turn 1 at over 200 miles an hour. This is one of the a contender for the fastest track on the schedule. Even especially in single car runs. In a pack, I would say Daytona and Talladega are faster. Joe Biden starting to fall back a little bit. Brendan Gaughan second. Now Hut Strickland trying to hold on to 3rd from Casper the Friendly Ghost. Fleck and Gaughan, your leaders. 22 and the 62. Hut Strickland now at the moment clear for 3rd. Ghost trying to hold on to 4th, but here comes Crow T Robot. He needs all the positions he can get. Not necessarily to win the race, but try and pass Joe Biden in points. Fanning out. Denki Kaminari's won a few times he won his debut earlier this year. Top 5 at California, then he had a, or was it top 10? But it was a good run. And then he had that crazy crash at Talladega. Now here he is in his 4th race on the season. Bela Fleck still leading. Now Brendan Gaughan has a handful now from Hut Strickland. Kaminari's actually been run the second fastest lap this race, and he's towards the back. The opening few laps of this race have been clean, no cautions. It was different than yesterday. Hopefully, for the most part, it'll stay pretty clean. Knock on wood, at least. Bela Fleck continuing to lead here in the Irish Hills. The race paced up to a blistering 186 miles an hour. Al Roker running dead last in the car that won last year. And you wonder why this guy hasn't won since 2018. Well, the car he was running in last, team he was with last year, is about to be in last now. Jesus. Fleck, Gaughan, Strickland definitely look like the top 3 drivers at the moment. Biden is back in the 4th for the moment, and he's got to hang on to fend off Peter Perfect in the Turbo Terrific. His last win, I believe, was the All-Star race in 2018. Before that, it was Martinsville. It's his only points win. Oh, an aggressive move! Bela Fleck will lead that lap barely over Brendan Gaughan, but Hut Strickland is going to try and make it. He was 3 wide. Now the run peters out, and now he's going to get help from Peter Perfect. Brendan Gaughan to the race lead down the backstretch. Hut Strickland side by side for second with Bela Fleck. Looks like he'll grab the spot for the moment, and now Peter Perfect in the Turbo Terrific will come up and challenge. He's got help from Hank Hill. Hill's had an abysmal season since moving to the 38 from the 25. Meanwhile, the 25 got to victory lane with Denzel Washington at California. And he's running around the top 15. Gaughan out front after 10 laps. Entire pack still within 4 seconds. Crazy. Hut Strickland now in the 2nd place. Bela Fleck trying to hold on to 3rd at the moment. Gaughan and Strickland, I don't want to say they're the 2 most experienced Cup drivers. I think they are, though. I think they are. I think Gaughan has pieced together more part-time starts after 2000, between 04 and 2017 than anybody else who's run every race since 2018. So these are the drivers with the most Cup experience, and they'll have 2 wins combined. And they're all gone. Hank Hill now challenging for the 2nd spot. There's Harrison Ford. We haven't talked about him all day, as you see the Goodyear blimp. Kaminari at the back of the pack still. Weird. Team Kaminari drives for the owner's brother. The one car that made the race is currently the race leader. Hank Hill in 2nd. Strickland third, Biden fourth, and Morgan Freeman fifth. You better watch out. The 90 car, I should mention, nearly won here this race 2 years ago. Came down right at the end of the race. It was a fuel mileage race, but then a crash happened while drivers were trying to get to pit road. Kathy Bates ended up winning. That was back when Vivian James was in the 90, but Hut Strickland's back. They were full-time that year. They were part-time last year with Michael Andretti in this car. Hut was running in a second car for what was Bela Fleck's team. So it was Warwick Davis Racing 2018 and for the 2019 500. But he sold it to Fleck because Dodge didn't want a Cup team that was running Toyotas in trucks. So yeah, but now they're back into Toyota. And now Hut Strickland's going for second, and Joe Biden's going for third. And neither move's going to pan out for the moment. Some of the drivers starting to fall off. Ian Anderson, who's having a good year in points, a very good year. He's fourth in points towards the back. So is Kaminari. See some of our other championship competitors. Woody Woodpecker's mid-pack. We know Joe Biden's going for second. Third, actually. We saw Crow was up here, but he's faded around 15th. Gaughan's leading, of course. Where's the rest of the top 10? Marco Polo is now about mid-pack. Geddy Lee's a little bit farther up. He's around 15th. Stephen George is farther back, around 30th to 35th. Jeff Lynn's also back here around 30th, and Snoop Dogg is also around 35th. Interesting smattering of results here. Joe Biden is going for second place on Hank Hill. Hank Hill now, he's going to get a run. He's going to try and put the 38 past the 62, and he will do so for the moment. Gaughan, trying to get a run up high. Lap times have fallen off, so is the average race speed. We're under 186. That's not too surprising, though, as Hank Hill will lead this lap. 18 laps complete here at the Michigan International Speedway. 3 wide for third. Gaughan on the outside, Strickland in the middle. Morgan Freeman on the inside. The 20 is going to back out. It looks like the 90 will have the best run of the 3. Down the backstretch now, the 62 trying to get a run. Up high, nothing doing. Can he go down low? He might. Wow, surprisingly the top 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12-ish were single file for a moment. Now Hank Hill, and Peter Perfect, going for 9th on his teammate Donald Fagan. Yes, Fagan's up here. As now Harrison Ford was trying to make a move on Morgan Freeman. Has Gaughan trying to make a move on Hut Strickland. Now Hut Strickland down low. He's going to go try and get underneath not the 12. Oh, he checks up a little. He could be coming the pit road. We're going to see. No, he's not. Nobody coming. Oh, a power move by Brendan Gaughan to the bottom of the racetrack. Heading to 1 and 2. We are 20 laps through this thing. Hill, Biden, Strickland, Gaughan, Freeman, your top 5. And Walter White is moved up in the 6th spot. Donald Fagan, Harrison Ford, Peter Perfect, Bela Fleck, approximately your top 10. When cars dive down pit road is going to be a very interesting option. We narrow in on the halfway point, and Joe Biden is going underneath the 38 to try and take the lead. Now Hut Strickland with the crossover is going to dive to the inside of the 12 as we hit turn 3. Biden, oh, Hut Strickland drifting up the track. Oh, they make contact slightly. Oh, I think he was trying to utilize that side draft. I don't know if it's working for Strickland, but here comes Gone to the inside as they were 3 wide across the line. Now as they dive in the turn 1 and 2, who's going to have the better line? Think it might be Biden. Oh yeah, it will be. Strickland looked like he was trying to get to the inside, but now here comes Gone. Hut Strickland, Brendan Gone, side by side for the 3rd spot. Oh, several drivers slow. Onto the apron go some drivers. Crow T Robot races on as a large amount of cars come down pit road. The 12, the 90, the 62, the 20, just a big handful of cars. 2/3 of the field stayed out. Went down. Most of the field did. And we are right before halfway, so this is going to be a 2-stop race. Now as they come around for this next lap, Hank Hill's coming in, Walter White, Harrison Ford, Telly Savalas, Casper the Ghost, Geddy Lee, Rick Scott, Bob Ross, Crow T Robot, Al Capone, Jeff Lynne, Chick Corea, Danky Kaminari, and Snoop Dogg all come out. Bela Fleck, not a great stop. Oh, contact! Between the 15 and the 16 as they leave pit road. So Tom Jones is on the apron. Joe Biden is going to come out as the leader of this pack of 28. Four tires and fuel for the entire lead as the 31 appeared to have gotten damaged somewhere. Oh, he scraped the wall on that lap. He's in last. Joe Biden now your race leader. Right at the halfway point. Hut Strickland second, and look who's third. It's Denzel Washington. Walter White fourth. Peter Perfect fifth. Telly Savalas and Hank Hill fighting for sixth. Then Harrison Ford, Morgan Freeman, and Donald Fagen round out your top 10. Where is Brendan Gaughan? He's in 13th. Okay. Very interesting, as you can see just how spread out some of these cars are. Crow T Robot, terrible stop. He's in 35th. That's going to hurt the points table. Out front, it's a 3-car race. Hut Strickland in third. Denzel Washington in second. Joe Biden leading the race. Biden already has 2 wins on the season. He's going for his third. He won 4 times last year. So it'd be career win number 7 if he pulled it off. But here comes Denzel Washington. Washington diving to the inside. He hasn't had the greatest year in points, but he's looking to change that. Washington. Oh, is he going to clear? It looks like it'll be close. But Biden's going to try and find speed up high. Washington's got some help down low in the form of drafting assistance from Hut Strickland. Strickland nearly clear in the second. He'll get second at the line. But Biden is alongside. Denzel Washington is your leader. The 10, the 9, and the 92 are all working together, definitely in a line. Most of these drivers are. Should be pointed out that without the assistance of the draft, Tom Hanks is losing some time. Joe Biden wasn't as fast that last time by. He's dropped a little bit. Now Hut Strickland in a second was looking like he might have wanted to take a pass. But backed out of it. That's going to allow Denzel Washington a good run, but he's going to be a sitting duck. Now closing in on the back of the 12 is the 10 car. Washington still leading. So they hit up to 203. So we looked through the speed traps. Walter White trying to look for a way around the 12 car. So we have 20 laps to go. 19 this time by. Now Peter Perfect drawing in, and so is Telly Savalas. Still over about a second and a half back to Hank Hill. Look at Grover Cleveland up into the top 15. We've talked about his luck when he actually makes the races. He's only made 5 races. He's gotten 4 top 5s. Oh, look at this! Peter Perfect to the inside of Walter White. Looks like he might want to challenge Joe Biden for third as we got a battle up front at the line. Neck and neck. Denzel Washington holds on by 0.003 of a second over Hut Strickland, who now has the lead through turns 1 and 2. 18 laps left in this race. Can Hut Strickland now hold on? Or will this become yet another missed opportunity for the 90 team? Through 3 and 4, he's under pressure from Denzel Washington in the 25. Denzel's been the victory lane before. He's been a victory lane before the 2 mile of this season. Can he do it again? Jeff Lynne also won at Texas World earlier this year, but he's nowhere to be found. Same with Richard Simmons, who also won Texas World last year. Now Denzel Washington right on the back bumper of the 90 as Joe Biden was on the back bumper of the 25. Dives, and he'll dive to the inside, going for second. Walter White up here. 6-car battle for the lead. All American makes. No Renaults, Alphas, Toyotas to deal with up here. 3 Dodges, a Ford, a Chevy, and a Pontiac. Hut Strickland, Joe Biden side by side for first. Washington and White side by side for third. Peter Perfect looking to make it 3 wide for third. Side by side coming to 15 laps to go. It's Joe Biden and Hut Strickland. But we got to remember, there is going to be one more pit stop after this. Unless the caution comes out and they think they can save enough. Somebody might be trying to save enough, but they'd have to go like 26 laps, and they only went 24. I think max this last time. Now, Hut Strickland pulling back out in front of Joe Biden, who had led that last time. Walter White trying to make a move for second, I mean. Hut Strickland trying to get the, not Hut Strickland, Peter Perfect trying to get the outside. Now, they come, 14 to go. Hut Strickland leads at the line. Biden diving underneath, coming into turn 2. Slowly, the second pack, which is all stretched out, is reeling in the leaders. This tight-knit lead pack. Hut Strickland, your leader still. Walter White and Joe Biden side by side into turn 3. Savalas and Washington on the inside helping. Peter Perfect on the outside. Now as they come to 13 to go, Savalas going to make it 3 wide for second. Peter Perfect going to jump down to the middle. Oh, it's going to be almost 4 wide. Look at this. Oh! Washington nearly into the back of Savalas. They're still side by side. White was second at the line. But Biden is going to be clear. Now he's going to take another run at the 90. Hut Strickland lost it on fuel mileage last week. So did Tom Hanks. Everybody else in the field pretty much. "12 laps to go. Peter Perfect is up here, and he hasn't won a points race in a long while. His last points win, if I have the numbers correct, was 80 races ago in the Spam 500 at Martinsville. Hut Strickland has never won, and he's holding off Joe Biden. Coming to lap 40. Hank Hill and Harrison Ford are most definitely up here in a battle now for about 5th. Peter Perfect side by side. He's going to clear the 12. No, he's not looking just for second. Peter Perfect going to the inside for the lead. Help from Walter White down low. Perfect gonna slide up. And he is clear into the lead with 10 to go, as they are 3 wide for 5th. Strickland is second at the line. Walter White third. Where did our pole sitter go? Bela Fleck is in 37th. Peter Perfect is now 19 miles on track. Oh, what's going to be the strategy here? I don't think 4 tires would be a smart call at this point in the race. It might be a 2-tire call. It might be just a little bit of fuel. Joe Biden going to make an aggressive move here with 9 to go. 3 wide for second. Strickland high, Biden low, Walter White in the middle. Telly Savalas right there. Biden and White nearly get together again. Oh, and White nearly gets into Hut Strickland. We almost had a wreck battling for second. Telly Savalas is right here. There's a bit of a breakaway for the lead. Donald Fagen's kind of up here. So is Morgan Freeman. Walter White making a move for second on Hut Strickland. 8 laps to go. About a second and a half, separating in the top 10. Oh, look at this. These guys are battling is exactly what this 9 wants to see, which also has Melling sponsorship. Hut Strickland now in a second. Walter White is third. Now Walter White's going to make an aggressive move, trying to get to second to the inside of Hut Strickland. L won't work. Coming off the corner. Strickland's in second. 3 wide for third. Biden high. Savalas low. Walter White in the middle. 7 laps to go. Tom Hanks isn't going to be a factor unless he's got a terribly slow stop. Woody Harrelson's getting up here. Rick Scott, Alfred Hitchcock, Brendan Gaughan, but they're going to have to pit soon, most likely. And I still don't know who's going to win the race. Could be any of these guys. It could be none of them. Coming around. It'll be 6 laps to go. This is looking similar to so many races this season. Pocono comes to mind, as does Texas World. Peter Perfect leads. Hut Strickland in second. Biden third. A whole lot of cars behind them. Grover Cleveland faded a little bit. Ooh, some cars looking slow. I think they're coming to pit road. I think. Maybe not. None of the leaders, at least. 5 laps to go. And Hut Strickland has gotten a run on the 9. But have these cars been using too much? Whoa! 3 wide, 2 deep for third and 6th. Wow. Joe Biden, Hank Hill, Donald Fagen is into the top 5. We haven't seen this speed as a team from Neverport Motorsports since last year. Tom Hanks, the first one to hit pit road. Coming to 4 to go. Who pits? Who stays out? Joe Biden is peeling down. He's not going to go the distance. Neither is Denzel Washington. Iggy Koopa is down. Count Dracula. Bela Flecky and Anderson. We focus on the lead. Peter Perfect at a half-second gap. Not even quite a split. It's a half a can for most of this field. That is coming in. Denzel Washington apparently already came down. Now cars really slow. Perfect. Hut Strickland. They'll come down. But coming to 3 to go. Other drivers are staying out. A lot of the field is coming down. Could somebody here chance it on fuel? Hank Hill is your leader. Telly Savalas right behind in second. Walter White third. Harrison Ford fourth. Caution is out. This race is over. Snoop Dogg's destroyed. Not quite. Oh. Oh. Is it over? Can any of these people make it on fuel from here, or will they have to pit? Hank Hill leads them. No, they're racing back to the line, I think. Savalas was the look, but it's Hank Hill leading under the yellow with 2 to go. Is it? Yes, it is. Oh, Hank Hill nearly takes out Denzel Washington. What on earth even brought out this yellow? Something had to have brought it out. Oh, there's Snoop Dogg. It was Snoop Dogg. What happened? He got turned by Billy Mays. I think Snoop Dogg was trying to get to pit road. And that is going to be the tale of the race. Oh, so many people are pitting. They can't make it. Oh, what are you doing? Somebody's on the apron. Kathy Bates. Oh, I don't know who can all make it. They might run out of fuel. These guys are going, oh no, it's brakes. Brakes, brakes, brakes. Oh. What is going on? Oh gosh. 4 drivers. No, 3. Kaminari would be 3rd. Bob Ross is second. Hank Hill first. The 84 and the 97 didn't even get service. All Hank Grover Cleveland has to do is not Grover Cleveland. All Hank Hill has to do. All he's got to do. Oh, Crow's going to get points over Joe Biden. Oh, he's going to get them in spades. Crow's going to get the points lead. Oh, Bob Ross looking for any stutter. Is there going to be a stutter? We know Kathy Bates is on the apron. We think Hank Hill is going to have just enough fuel. Kaminari is pitting. He can't make it. No, he's got a tire problem. Hank Hill. Oh, he played strategy for a T, saved just enough fuel, and will take the checkered flag in the Hinckley Bakery 400. Bob Ross is second. Kaminari third on the apron. Who is fourth? It's Chick Corea. Peter Perfect fifth. Hut Strickland sixth. Fagan seventh. Hitchcock eighth. Gone ninth. Harrison Ford 10th. What a weird way for this race to end. 24 cars on the lead lap. The lone caution period of the race comes out right towards the end. The running order all... Oh, Crow had the pit or something. Joe Biden still gets points. Oh, man. Woody Woodpecker was third. He's going to lose ground. Ian Anderson fourth. Also, everybody gone. Yeah. Nobody looks ridiculously slow, which is crazy. Everyone finished in the weirdest way possible. Well, that was a race. That was an unexpected race. Hank Hill takes Bates Racing back to victory lane. The most unexpected way possible. Yeah, everybody's running out of fuel in pit road. Oh. Oh, man. Crazy. It was a great day for Neverpork. They had a great day. Chick Corea needed a day like that. Hank Hill needed a day like that. Fagan needed a day like that. Was he the guy 30? I think he was 36th in points. And he needed a bad day from Count Dracula. Oh. See there. Bela Fleck lost 35 spots from the pole. Ooh, it's going to be close. We might have a driver locking themselves in. We might have a change in go or go home for the first time in a couple months. Biden, his points lead now at 49. Brendan Gaughan up to third in points. Hut Strickland back into the top 10 after only his second top 5 of the year. Still nobody's cracked 100 laps led. Still no laps led for Iggy Koopa. Those might have been the first laps led by, say, Peter Perfect. Geddy Lee has not led a single lap all year. That's a weird stat. Oh, no, it's a 40-point difference. Carl falls 3 spots. Grover Cleveland. Just look at that stat line. He'd have like wow. If he had made 12 races, at that rate, he'd be around 19th in points. If he had made all 16 with that rate, I think he'd be the points leader, yeah. Oh man. He's in the exact same position Alfred Hitchcock was in last year. Tom Hanks falls 7 spots in points. Bob Ross up 6. Solid run for Kaminari, his third top 10 of the year. It's his second top 5 of the year. Doesn't lead any laps. But he is definitely solidifying himself as probably the best part-time driver this season. Next week is Milwaukee. We're expecting a big entry list for that race. Donald Fagen has only missed 2 races, though. That's probably why he's doing as well as he is in the go or go home standings. Oh, man. Anyway. This was a race. It was a good race. Milwaukee for all 3 series next weekend. And after that, it's the 4th of July, so you know what that means. We'll be heading back to Daytona, going under the lights. Hope to see you then. For now, I'm announcer Western Caves. I'm signing off for the Western Caves Sports Network. This has been an exciting race. Joe Biden, still your points leader. Hank Hill pulled one out unexpectedly. And we'll see what sort of excitement awaits us at the Milwaukee Mile next weekend. See you then.